What's up, guys? Welcome to your 84th Android tutorial for the new boss. And what we're going to do in this tutorial is again set up just kind of a small application that deals with tabs. Something like this is our desired result. But for this tutorial, we're just going to set up the XML layout. So I want you guys to create a tabs class, or a class called tabs, and then also a Android XML file called tabs as well, lowercase, for our layout. And then once we go into our layout, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here into our composite, and there's something called a TabHost. That's what we're going to drag and drop into our project here. And again, we get kind of an error because they haven't really updated the SDK, or the ADT I should say, yet for the 2.2 platform. So a quick fix that we can do to kind of get a visual, just like last time we had this kind of error, but we could have done this last time to get a kind of a visual, is go up here to basically the way that we're viewing it. And we're going to view it through the honeycomb platform or the 3.0 platform. It'll kind of give us a layout. And it still will work on an emulator once we have it set up, but or your phone or whatever. It's just the ADT for Android, for Eclipse I should say. And then so we're going to go up here, and then we're going to select Android 3.0, and this is kind of the desired result. We have 3 tabs up here and a view of some sort. And if you guys don't have this choice, again, that's just from the Window tab and then Android SDK AVD Manager. Go to Available Packages, Android Repository, and then select the 3.0 platform and install it. Pretty simple. Then you can have that option right there. So let's go into it and see what is important here with the TabHost and how it works. Basically what we have is firstly, we're just going to start within the smallest little brackets here. We have a frame layout, and again the frame layout allows us to draw on top of each other. So what we're going to do, well, first let's just kind of describe everything. Frame layout is going to hold our 3 tabs, or even more if you guys want to put more tabs. It has 3 linear layouts right now. None of those linear layouts have anything within them, and we also have a tab widget that kind of holds that all. We have this tab widget right here, which kind of aligns all of our tabs in a row of some sort. So that's what that is. And then we have a linear layout here that kind of holds everything together, which is organized by this thing called a TabHost. So the TabHost basically controls everything and organizes it, and I'll show you guys. You'll learn more about what the TabHost is in Java when we get there. But let's kind of set up these tabs that have something, just so we know what we're working with here. So we're going to go to the graphical view. We're going to say for right here, we're just going to lay out 2 buttons and a text view. Nothing awesome for the most part. Mainly this tutorial is again about the tabs. So here we have, here we have the 2 buttons and the text view that we laid out. As you can see, that's within our first tab, this first linear layout. So again, let's just cut this text view, or copy this text view, and post it within our second linear layout, just so we have something there. So we're going to say text view 2, something like that, or yeah, text view 2, and then as well as for a third application, we're going to say text view 3, just so we know there's something different within each of those tabs. And oops, I didn't put that one within the layout here. So, and now what's going to happen, or first let's kind of set up these buttons, and then I'll show you guys what problems we're having. We're going to say start and stop for the 2 buttons, and button start watch and a stopwatch, because we're just going to build a quick stopwatch application. Should take only one tutorial or so, but we're just going to set up our variables. And we aren't really going to worry about all the other variables. Maybe this text view, we'll change that one as well. Text view, show results, something like that. And basically all the other IDs we aren't going to really worry about. But it is pretty critical. I guess we have one more ID that we have to worry about. Sorry. But there is something that's pretty important here that we want to make sure is the same every time you guys do a TabHost type of deal, or if we are coding this all by ourselves, just like at the beginning of the series where we would. With this tab widget right here, you want the ID to be this @Android ID /tabs. It has to be that. It's just going to give us some kind of the basic layout of the tabs when we go into Java. So you guys want to make sure that ID is referenced by the tabs, and also the frame layout, as you can see here, is referenced by the tab content @Android ID tab content. And then for a tab host, we're actually going to change this one. We're going to say @plus ID /tab host. We're just going to leave it like that instead of the Android ID tab host. So we're just, again, setting up our own reference for the tab host, and I'll explain that all in Java. But now what I've done is I've just set the content view to, in our Java class, so I set the content view to this XML layout here. I just want to show you guys, if we run the application now, it might not be what you expect. And the next tutorial, we'll get it running and set up. Basically what's happening, again, the frame layout, let's just open it up. As you can see, you can kind of see this text view 2 right here, and also it's printed above our start and stop right here. So I mean, that's not exactly what we want. Basically what's happening is that frame layout's printing everything at once. We aren't even getting the tabs up here. Nothing's really looking the way we want it to, but that's fine because everything else that we're going to do is going to be in Java, and it's going to set up everything the way that we want it to be set up. So I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial where we're going to do that, and have a good one. Peace.